What's up, Ranger Nation? It is your boy JB, and I am here with a Morphinomial Ranger Talk number 37. It's been a while since I've done this. Actually, the last one I did was when they announced Dino Fury. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna try to get back into doing this every week. The reason why I've been, kind of haven't done it here lately is just because of it's kind of hard to, go through the Power Rangers and anything Power Rangers related these days and not see a spoiler for Beast Morphers. So that's really the difficult part right now because some of the places that I looked at, they have the spoilers, and even in the hashtag Power Rangers, you find spoilers. But nonetheless, I'm back, and I'm gonna try to do this. That's the goal, to do this every week. So this week, we're just gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna discuss Dino Fury. I'm going to talk about the Lightning Collection, and then we'll talk about Cure Major. And then, I'll have a little bit of a discussion at the end of the video that we can discuss. So, with that being said, let's morph into action and talk about some of this Ranger news for this week. Let's go. All right, you guys. So the first thing that I do want to discuss is Dino Fury. So I think it's Den of Geeks. They spoke with Simon Bennett about Power Rangers Dino Fury, and they were talking about which is the upcoming season, and they were talking about it, and Simon Bennett said that they are currently writing this season. They actually started writing the season when production for Beast Morphers ended, which was sometime last year. So they're well underway with Power Rangers Dino Fury. He did say that once they do start everything up, he'll be in New Zealand, and Chip Lynn will be here in the States. And then they did ask the question about the actors, with the pandemic that's going on currently, are they only casting New Zealand actors? And he said no, that they're not just casting New Zealand actors, but they are looking in New Zealand. They're looking in New Zealand. They're looking here in the States, and they're looking somewhere else. I couldn't remember. I didn't even take that down where he said, but they are, looking. They are looking outside of just New Zealand for actors. He also did state that production, they have to clear to start production, and that's because the cases there have kind of, those cases in New Zealand are down, whereas the cases over here in America keep skyrocketing. So they're clear to start production. It'll be interesting to see. And they asked some questions about would they have some representation of LGBTQ in the show. He can't really give too much away, so I respect that. And what else? That's really pretty much it. I feel like if they do, go with some U.S. actors, they're gonna have to quarantine them for at least 2 weeks before they start production on, the show. So I'm really, honestly looking forward to Dino Fury, you guys. Please let me know what your thoughts are on Dino Fury. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's, a great season. I watched some of Ryu Soldier. I hope that it's 10 times better than what Ryu Soldier was. And I'm not saying that Ryu Soldier was just that bad. It just wasn't that good to me. You guys remember, I reviewed it, but then I stopped reviewing it because it was just, when I get to the point of reviewing something, and it wasn't even the show itself. I think what happened with me reviewing resources that I got so far behind it, I was like, I don't even feel like going back and trying to get caught up, so I was done at that point. But I really do hope that Dino Fury is better than Ryu Soldier. And I think what the thing was for me with Ryu Soldier was that there wasn't really a big storyline for the characters. So there we go. But that is the Dino Fury news that we have. Now let's move over to some Lightning Collection. All right, you guys. So this news actually came out last week about the Lightning Collection, but I don't want to talk about it because at that point we didn't really know how true that was, and we still to this, well, we know it's truer now. I mean, even with seeing that the box, I was like, yeah, somebody could have made that up. I was kind of skeptical about it, but then we saw the figures, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is the Psycho Rangers. How did that fall? It's the Psycho Rangers. Psycho red, blue, black, pink, and yellow. They're all in one Lightning Collection pack. It's not in the US yet, so it hasn't been announced or released yet. But I will say that one thing is I am super stoked, super excited about this Lightning Collection. It's kind of funny to me because they've released Psycho Red, they've released Psycho Blue. It's interesting that they released certain Psycho Rangers as an individual, and then they decided to come out with them in a whole pack, which I'm cool with that. Now I'm not too big on the pack itself, but there is one specific Psycho Ranger that I want out of that pack, and that is Psycho Pink. Psycho Pink, to me, is the baddest Psycho Ranger of all time. I love Psycho Pink. I love Psycho Pink. I wish with Psycho Rangers they would, do their alternate forms, when they would, their other forms, their true forms. When the Rangers, saw them and they were like, this is us in our true forms. Actually, you know what? I wasn't a big fan of Psycho Pink's true form. Actually, in their true form, the only Psycho Ranger's true form that I really like is Psycho Red. I didn't like Psycho Yellows. Psycho Blues was interesting. Psycho Pink, not so much. Psycho Black looked like nothing but boulders. But I think that would be cool if they did that. If they had the Psycho Rangers in their one form, and then them in their other form. I think that would be absolutely cool. But nonetheless, once it hits the US, I am purchasing it because I want Psycho Pink. And it's kind of sad that I'm just buying this. I will be solely buying this collection just for one Psycho Ranger. But it would be cool to have the whole collection, but it's literally for one Psycho. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are, opinions. Do you guys plan on buying the Psycho Ranger collection, the Psycho Ranger Lightning Collection? Are you not buying it? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's move on to the next story. All right, you guys. So today is July 3rd. Now, a few days ago, June 30th to be exact, made 25 years since the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, was released in theaters, actually, in theaters. Man, it's crazy to believe that it has been 25 years because I'm about to be 31, so at that time, I was 5 years old when the movie came out. It just brings back so many memories. So when the movie came out, my mom didn't take me to see it in the theaters. I never saw it in theaters. I didn't see Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, until it actually came out on VHS, and I actually still have that original VHS tape. Yes, I have the VHS. Did I just age myself? Absolutely. Do I care? Not even close to it. And the funny thing is that original VHS, that tape broke, but I still have it. Then we have to buy another VHS tape, and I still have that one. And then a few years ago, I bought a DVD combo pack that had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie in it, as well as Turbo Power Rangers movie. I have watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie multiple times. I don't even think I've ever watched Turbo Power Rangers movie on that DVD. Maybe once. Maybe. Who knows? Actually, I don't remember. And also, you guys, I did do a video. I think this was last year when I did the video about, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. So, what I'll do is, at the end of this video, I will link it to this video, so that way, if you want to watch it, feel free to go check it out. Definitely leave your comments about, the movie. Were you around when were you alive? Were you born when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, movie that came out? And also let me know what your thoughts were the first time you ever saw the movie. For me, that movie stands out. It's actually my favorite among all the Power Rangers movies that have been out. I love that, I can watch that movie backwards and forwards and know every scene in it. I mean, I know every scene in Turbo Power Rangers movie too. No, don't get me wrong. I know every scene. And I also know every scene in the 2017 movie as well. But if it's just a random day and I just think, hey, I want to watch a Power Rangers movie, the first movie that I'm popping in is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, 1995 movie. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next story, you guys. And it's not really a story, it's it's me talking. So let's move on. All right, you guys. So the next thing that I want to discuss is Kira Major. So I know earlier this year I discussed that I would probably review Kira Major, but unfortunately that plan went to the wayside, and it was no fault of it wasn't in against the show. You guys know the episodes come out after a few days later they're posted. Now, with episode one, that episode wasn't posted for a long time on the Kiss Asian website. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep waiting. I'm just gonna say forget it, and well, I'll definitely watch it, but I won't review it. And then it got to the point where I was like, I hadn't even watched it because week after week I would let the episodes pile up. I'm like, I ain't even finna watch this. So then something just came to me a few weeks ago, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't you watch Cure Major? I'm like, you're doing nothing. Why don't you binge watch it? See if you like it. So I had been procrastinating about binge watching it. I'm like, ugh, I really don't feel like it. So this week, after I finished binge watching another show that I was watching, I'm like, you know what? I got time. Let's binge watch Cure Major. So I sat here in my apartment and I have been binge watching Cure Major since I believe it was Tuesday that I started watching it. And I'm currently on episode number 8 of Cure Major. So I'm getting caught up, you guys. So I've decided that what I want to do going forward with Cure Major is instead of me doing an actual review of Cure Major, what I'll do is each week in Morphinomial Ranger Talk, I'll do just like I'm doing now. I have this little segment where I just discuss Cure Major. So basically, what I do is I'll just talk about that week's episode. Talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, which probably won't be much that I didn't like because sitting here watching Cure Major for the last few days, I have to say that I absolutely 100% enjoy Cure Major. It's a great series so far. From what I'm seeing, it's amazing. It's miles better than Ryu Soldier. My favorite character so far is Juru. I like him. I like his personality. I love his imagination. And I like the fact that watching Cure Major, I've been thinking, I'm like, wow, this would be an interesting Sentai for the US to adapt. And I've been thinking like how would the US adapt this Sentai? I mean, I know they don't have to necessarily take everything that the Sentai uses, like Juru making the mechas and everything. I know they don't have to take all of that, but it's really an interesting show, and I have to say that I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm so ready to get caught up so that I can really really talk to you guys about everything. I think did you guys, and correct me in the comment section, did Kirame Silver come this week in episode 12? Let me know. Actually, just let me know what episode he appeared in. Like I said, I'm almost finished, so I'll see it eventually. I'll probably see it by the time that I post this video. So yeah, I'm enjoying Cure Major 100%. Great storyline, great story. 100% great story. I love what's the princess name of Crystalia? I can't think of her name. I like her. I think the character Garza is interesting. You know, honestly, for me, Garza, he gives me a Korak feel from Power Rangers Mystic Force. He gives me that kind of vibe, and I feel like that would be something that they could play on if we do adapt it in the U.S. It's a lot of it's a very interesting Sentai. I will say that it would just be, and I love how shiny the mechas are. They're cool. It's really cool, and most of the scenes are done. You know, the fight scenes are dark. I like that. Like I'm like that is cool. Love Kira Major. Have nothing bad to say about Kira Major whatsoever. But you guys, um, tell me. Just talk to me. Let's just talk about Kira Major. Do you like it? Um, if you guys want to throw out some names that you might be thinking about if it comes to the U.S., throw those names out. Um, yeah, let's just have a discussion about that and everything else that I've discussed. So then let's move over to the next little discussion topic that I want to talk about. All right, you guys, and then the last thing that I want to talk about is comic books. So, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really know much about the comics. So that is why I want you guys in the comment section school me on comic books. Tell me what's a good comic to read. Where should I start? Because I do enjoy. I like reading, and I love comic books. So I don't mind going back and just reading a lot of comic books because I'm getting ready to buy a tablet. So I can just flip through, read, read, read. So let me know. Should I? Because I don't know much about the comic books. So that's that. Because it'll be right here. There is the cover art for the Ranger Slayers series that's coming out soon. So yeah, just let me know. Like I said, you guys, I don't too much know about the comic books. I do want you guys to just school the kid on comic books. School me. School me. Once again, I'll say it. School me on the comic books. Let me know. Say, JB, you should start here and then go here. You might not want to read this one. Oh, definitely read this one. Like, just tell me what are some good Ranger comics to read, and actually tell me if I need to read like pretty much every one of them. Because I have nothing but time. Nothing but time. But that is going to actually wrap things up for me on More Phenomenal Ranger Talk. So you guys, do me a quick solid favor. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Sanitize. Wear your mask. And until the next one, Ranger Nation, I will see you guys later.